What's going on, my babies? Welcome back to another episode of The Spiritual Word. As always, I apologize for any noises in the background in advance and anything of that nature. Sorry if you could hear my fan in the background. Before I start these, I like to start these off with a disclaimer by stating that these are for entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research to come to your own conclusions, to have your own answers, to make your own decisions, and I believe in your ability to do so and to be your own person. So in today's episode, I'm just going to be giving a little bit of motivational words for today. And I got my inspiration from playing with one of my tarot decks and just pulling whatever came out, basically. And what came out was just really cute inspirational messages, like, continue to act off of your inspiration, continue to nurture yourself, and continue to feel in this victorious energy. I feel like I need to sneeze right now. It's not coming out though. So I want to talk about life itself, just because I feel like it's something that we could all use a little bit of motivation in. And so we're all no stranger to life. We're all no stranger to the hardships that life has. And I want to encourage whoever is watching or whoever is listening to continue to act out of your inspiration and out of inspired action. And today I didn't feel like doing a what's called a spirituality for dummies. Today I just wanted to talk about life, just because everything I feel like is spiritual. And so I'm gonna label this what is it called? Spirituality for dummies when it comes to motivation and drive. And I don't want to talk about how you get those, just because I feel like those come to you in waves, or it comes to you in the form of life. It comes to you in the forms of people talking about their passions and you being inspired from them, or you being inspired from something. So I feel like you can't really, not that you can't derive your inspiration from some source, because I feel like you can, but I don't want to talk about how. Today's just going to be motivation. So if you have a dream or you have something that you want to achieve out of life, like for example, you want to hit this peak of whatever the milestone is. You want to reach this certain milestone. That thing is achievable to you. You just have to continue to act out of your inspired motivation and the drive that this is giving you. And I think that a lot of the times people are aimlessly wandering through life, and it lacks motivation and it lacks structure, and I think that lack of structure is what makes a lot of people sad, to be very blunt. And I don't think that people realize when that's happening, because they don't know who they are. And I want to inspire, or not inspire, I want to send out the feeling of inspiration to the people who feel sad. And I want that to be our intention together. And so I'm just going to quickly say that may any merit gained through today's episode be given to all the people who need it. All the sentient beings who don't feel good. All the sentient beings who don't feel worthy. And without any exception. So if you have an inspiration, or if you have a milestone that you want to achieve, you're already one step ahead of most people, because they don't know what they want to achieve. Most people, they just aimlessly wander through life, and you're already a step ahead, which is very nice, but is obviously why we send it out to other people who don't know. And when you act out of motivation from that thing, I feel like it kind of gives you an edge. I think most people, they misinterpret the fact that they have an edge in life by knowing what they want out of life. And you don't necessarily have to know what the dream is. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to know the achievement, you just have to know, like, the grand scheme of it. Like, for example, if you dream of having a family, a wife, a kid, or a husband, or a partner, or you desire marriage, or the white picket fence or something like that. That's a very achievable thing, although it doesn't seem tangible right here and right now because you don't have those things. Most of the time, those are the milestones that you want to achieve, the things that you haven't achieved. And you can always achieve the things you haven't achieved just from acting out of your personal inspiration and acting through your personal passions, your personal endeavors, your personal wishes, and authenticity and compassion for other people because, like I said, you're already a step ahead of most people if you know what you want. And so, just to end this on like a positive note, because I feel like maybe this didn't have as much structure as most of my episodes. Whatever you're trying to accomplish in life, you are getting there. And you might be getting there slowly, or it might feel slow, but life is happening quick. And enjoy the time that you have here. Enjoy the time that you spend chasing these passions. Enjoy the time and the milestones that you're achieving right now. Enjoy life itself because it's constantly happening. And all of the things that you want to achieve, you're going to achieve. So don't stress about them, but enjoy the process. And enjoying that process, I feel like, is what gives you motivation in your life. And it is what gives you inspiration. And being your authentic self is what helps you to enjoy those things. And, just enjoy the process. I know that's stupid and it's cheesy, and sometimes you really don't enjoy the process, but it is a process. And we're no strangers to problems, both of us, you and me. And we're no stranger to whatever life has to offer. So enjoy what life has to offer right now because everything is temporary. The good and the bad. They're both temporary. Although you might feel like bad is continuously happening, it's not the case. You just forget to enjoy the small, subtle wins that you get in your day to day. And the small, subtle losses that you take slowly, they do build up and they do accrue. And just like the good things, but you might not pay attention to those because you're not focusing on the process of life and focusing on the long road ahead of you. And know that all the things that you want to achieve, you have the capability of achieving because you have the capability of believing in yourself and learning from life and learning from yourself and nurturing yourself. And life is this process that you can make a beautiful one, or it's a process that you can dread. And I'm not one of those people who enjoys telling sad people, oh, just get over it, because it's not that easy. But you do have a choice on whether or not you want to make today a good day or a bad day, even if life is already throwing bad things at you. And, everybody has bad days. That's natural. That happens. But if you continue to nurture yourself and you continue to be there for yourself and to show up for yourself the way that you need to, then those small things, they don't accrue as fast or they don't build as fast. And regardless, I hope that, you have good days. And I know that you'll have good days. I have faith in your ability to have a good day and to make you nurture yourself for the only reason that you have to nurture yourself is to just care for yourself. And I don't know if I word these things right, but I know that you will care about the things you need to care about. And sometimes what you need to care about right now is the bad things. And you're going to get motivation from life because life is continuously hitting you with motivation. And you get to choose what motivates you and enjoy the choosing. Because the choosing is only going to happen for so long before you get to a point in your life one day and you look back, you're like, wow, I can't believe that I was there and now I'm here. Like, this is a huge thing for me, and I hope that you enjoy the process to make it to that milestone. Because that milestone is great, but it's the process that gets you there. And you're there with yourself. So may that give you motivation. And it will give you motivation, because one day you will sit there and realize that, wow, I'm doing this and I'm doing a great job. And if you're living, you're doing a great job, because it's hard. It's hard to live. And, know that all the things that you want to achieve, they're going to be achieved. So just remember to enjoy it and enjoy the process. And like I said, may any good merit gained through today's listening or creating of this episode be given to all the people who feel sad, who feel lost, and all the beings who feel sad, who feel lost, who feel scared. And may we wish them all the happiness and all the motivation that they need to get to wherever they're trying to get to. And may you achieve whatever you're trying to achieve, and I know that you will achieve it, because you have the capabilities of achieving it, and I have faith in you. So have faith in yourself, and continue to just do the things you want to do, because they're good for you. And do things that are good for you, because why wouldn't you do things that are good for you? You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm end this here just because I feel like this episode, low-key, it doesn't have a lot of structure, and I didn't feel like sitting here and giving you motivation just to give you motivation. I felt like speaking from an authentic place, and not be like, oh, you have it, you got this, keep going, whatever, because if you don't feel that way, then it's not true. And for my authentic part of this, I didn't want to just sit here and be like, you, whatever you're trying to achieve, you got it in the bag, because I don't know you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I do know that you have it in the bag, because I believe in you, and you should believe in you. And if you don't believe in you, you should believe in you, because I believe in you. And if a stranger on the internet can believe in you, so can you, So, with that being said, thanks for tuning in and tapping in, my babies. You know that I love you, and without me, there'd be no you, and vice versa. And before I end this, I have an audio version anywhere you can find podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere. And I have a video version on YouTube. But the video version's low-key kind of boring, because I don't like put pictures, But we also have a Discord. So if you want to go check out the Discord, it's in the link on my Instagram. And I always leave my Instagram in these videos. And I always leave my Instagram on the description of the audio podcast. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in and tapping in. And as always, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.